Hello, I'm Julian Spalding. Have you ever been to an exhibition of modern art and left feeling mystified and angry about what you've seen? Do you think it's your fault that you don't understand the exhibits because you assume that the people who run the gallery must know best? Well, I think you're the one who knows best. I worked in galleries and museums for 30 years and I travelled the world looking at art. That's why I think a lot of modern art simply isn't art. Real art expresses elusive feelings and ideas that can't be communicated in other ways. When those feelings and ideas are profound, the art becomes great. But what art is there in a stack of bricks? A can full of excrement? Or a urinal? The people at the Tate Gallery in London think these things are works of art. They've spent hundreds of thousands of pounds of public money buying them for us to look at. But they are only things. They're not works of art. I don't want to look at a can of shit. Who does? The Tate Gallery bought this little can in the year 2000 for £22,300. They haven't even opened it to check that they got what they paid for. But you can't blame them for that. Who would? I don't want to spend more time than necessary looking at a urinal either, or at a stack of bricks. I'm prepared to accept that someone might be interested in looking at them. There's no accounting for taste. But then you can get interested in looking at anything. I could get interested in looking at my thumb. Pretty amazing when you think about it. But that doesn't mean to say my thumb is a work of art. No way. Art has to be creative. You have to be able to see art. Art can't just be a thought, an idea. That's the way the emperor was dressed. His fancy, expensive robes were all in the minds of the onlookers, when in fact he was walking around stark naked. This supposedly intellectual art of today is known as conceptual art. I call it con art for short, because it cons people. Where did this idea that anything could be a work of art come from? It's generally believed to have come from Marcel Duchamp. Here he is, the crafty old devil. In 1917, a urinal was sent to an art exhibition in New York, supposedly by Duchamp. But recent research has shown that the urinal was actually submitted by Baroness Elsa von Freytag-Loring-Hoven. Here she is. Her gesture was an early feminist attack on a male society, the perfect symbol of a gentleman's club, a gents. She didn't claim the urinal was a work of art. She was taking the piss. In the 1960s, long after Elsa was dead, Duchamp stole her idea and made replicas of the urinal to sell. In 1999, the Tate Gallery bought one of these copies for $500,000. But why did the idea that anything could be art catch on? Con artists, cashing in on Duchamp's scam, chose a few found objects and sold them to collectors and trendy museum curators who wanted to be in the forefront of art no matter what the public thought. The art education world, strapped for funds, has clung to the con art bandwagon because thinking costs less than making. It doesn't involve learning craft skills in studios. The bubble that is con art blew up in the smoke and mirrors world of financial markets, where fortunes have been made based on nothing. I've watched all the characters involved in con art and seen who pulls whose strings, and I've watched real artists suffer. I've written a satirical novel about it all called Nothing On. I've also written a short book which gives the facts and explodes the myths. I've called it Con Art, Why You Should Sell Your Damien Hirsts While You Can. They're both available on Amazon. The trouble with con art is that it's driven the real art of our times out of the limelight and into the shadows. Here's some genuine art being made today.